There's a quiet revolution happening, and it starts within each one of us. It doesn't begin with grand gestures or sweeping movements. No, it actually begins when we decide to love ourselves a little better, to take a moment and breathe deeper, and to recognize that we are worthy of care. This love, this radical act of self-compassion, is not selfish. It's the foundation for everything that follows. When I first began to explore my own healing, I thought it was just about fixing the broken parts of myself. But the more I dug, the more I realized that healing is about expanding. It's about building self-awareness, peeling back the layers of pain and conditioning to reveal something so much deeper. And every time I chose to look inward, to understand the patterns that held me back, I wasn't just freeing myself. I was helping to shape a more compassionate world that I live in. Because you see, healing is not an isolated act. Every time we become more self-aware, every time we understand our own patterns, we also improve our ability to communicate with those around us. We show up differently in the world. We move from reacting to responding. And we become more empathetic, more compassionate, more loving. And isn't that what the world needs right now? I actually remember a time when not so long ago I struggled with my own fear and nervousness. And I thought I had to protect myself from a world that felt so harsh and so unforgiving. But as I began to understand where that fear and nervousness came from, something shifted. I realized that every act of healing, of softening into myself, was making me stronger, not weaker. And through this strength, I was able to expand my compassion for others, my acceptance for others. I started to see them not as adversaries, but as fellow travelers, each of us carrying our own burdens. The future of humanity doesn't hinge on the actions of one person, but on the collective growth of all of us. When we heal, we create ripples of peace that extend far beyond our own lives. Your healing is not just for you, it impacts the world in ways you can't even imagine. It's like a stone throw into a pond. The ripples reach places you may never see, but their presence is really undeniable. What if every act of love toward yourself made the world just a little bit brighter? What if every time you chose to understand rather than to judge, you opened the door for someone else to do exactly the same? We're interconnected, and our healing is the bridge to a better future. It's not about perfection. It's about progress, about showing up each day with a little more kindness and love for yourself and for others. So today, I invite you to see your healing as a gift to the world. When you love yourself, when you expand your compassion, you become a beacon of light in a world that so often feels really dark. Your healing is an act of peace. It's how we build a brighter future together. I'll see you next time.